Say who streets?
Our streets.
Say our streets. And Maine it.
Right.
Maine it. Who streets?
Our streets.
Word on the beat, word on the beat, word on the beat.
Time after time after time after time after time after time after
What up? It's your boy Bass. Y'all tuned in to another episode of Ian's Podcast. I got my guy Denetrick Powers here with me, man, and we talking about how your business can help empower the whole economic growth of your community, man, in different ways, man. So let's go over that, man. What's up, man? Explain who you are, man, and what you do, man, and why, this is something that, has an impact on, you and your company.
Yeah, most definitely. As you stated, my name is Denetrick Powers, last name Powers, Powers plural, because I got many of them. I'm a curator, I'm a visionary, I'm an urban planner, developer, CEO and founder of Counterspace Gallery, co-founder of Neo Development, which is a real estate and planning firm. Starting with Counterspace Gallery, Counterspace Gallery was, it was created, to be a vehicle, just to change the conversation on what black art is, how black art is curated. Neo Development was founded on the mantra of, rethinking, how we do business. Neo comes from the word ananeo, which is a Greek biblical term for renewed mind, but that renewed mind being renewed in the light of God.
Oh man, going all the way down into how you explain the name and just the concept, man, that's deep. That's deep, man. So let's dive straight into it, man. What are some ways that you feel like, not even that you feel like, man, like, so right now it's like a lot of businesses, it's just like a, direct sale approach, and things of that nature. It's just like direct sales, and you got your typical marketing, you advertising to people and stuff like that. But it's time to like shake the game up and switch the game up a little bit, man. And that's what I kind of want to pick your brain about. We be having conversations about, business and just different ways to innovate, like, current structures and new structures, man. It's just, so what are some of your ideas about that, man? Like, what do you see, possible change or just growth in, like, when it comes down to, the way our economy flows in our neighborhoods?
I'm gonna have to start with philosophy. I think that business, and when you get into business, that you have to begin with a philosophy. I think that many of us are hurt by the idea of business. Many of us have been hurt by business. We've been taught that business is this dog eat dog, ocean full of sharks, type world. And it has been, but I don't think that's how it has to be. So I think that we have to start by, re-educating people on what does it mean to do business. What does it mean to be friendly with another individual and trade your services or your products? And how do you have that conversation on how do you communicate what your value is? How do you negotiate your own value? I think that's one of the most important things that I'm learning right now, still early on, is just really communicate my value and believing in it, and starting, you got to communicate it to yourself too, because if you're communicating, to yourself that you have a lower value, then you're always going to undersell yourself. And I think that's just because, you know, we see so much. I won't get into that. We'll say that for another episode.
Okay.
But really, I think it starts with empowering through education. So educating people, like, what does it mean to do business? What is business? And that could be done over and over, but most people actually learn it. You know, like going back in history, why did people buy, sell, and trade? You know, why did the Industrial Revolution happen?
So it's like, you know, like bringing back some of those, basically like some of those skill sets that they say like entrepreneurs have, but back into like the overall household. Like the understanding the value, understanding the trade, communication, networking, understanding, you know, like even when it comes down to marketing, just how you want to present something, presentation or something. You know, just bringing that back. Yeah, I feel like that's real because those are some of the key points of, you know, just the overall business.
I mean, yeah, even from the conversation we had earlier about, you know, referral programs and, you know, affiliate programs. You know, I think often that the message is communicated in a way where it's like, you know, the value is in this product, and you can also get value out of it too by selling it. That value being money, but what would it look like to communicate to somebody like you add value to this business that's actually happening? By you adding value to the business, you are now an optimal part of the business. So, you know, walking people into thinking about themselves as businesses as well, which, you know, I mean, I think a lot of people are getting to that point now, and we're seeing it on social media. We know how people are branding themselves. Yeah. But one thing that I like, just from, you know, from the referral and affiliate programs, is that, and even like, you know, different marketing tactics as well, is you don't have to, you know, your brand can be bigger than you. Your brand can be bigger than, I think sometimes people get so caught up in, you know, my brand is me and who I am and what I'm doing, but it's like, no, your brand is actually bigger than you because you have all these other influences that are shaping you into whatever brand that's, you know. So being able to affiliate yourselves with those other brands, and for a lot of us, it's like our brand is our family, our brand is our neighborhood, you know.
Facts.
Like that's why we rep our hoods, you know, that's why we rep our families. Yeah. You know, you don't see too many black people repping their state. It's like, that's real. I don't know people like, oh shit, nigga, Minnesota. No, we like this north side. Yeah. You know, or south side, or Rondo, or, you know, east side. It's like, I don't know where you're from, but just realizing that your brand is bigger than you. You know, I think that's how we start thinking about our bit, you know, how we start rethinking how we do business. You know, about educating people that like your value, you know, you add value to this whole ecosystem that's around you, you know, but that ecosystem is in a delicate relationship with you as well, you know. I think we strengthen it by just being more conscious of our relationship with our surroundings.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. And build from there. Man. So no, it's like the next step with that is like what resources you think it'll take. Like you said, like education is one. So having that educational piece, the educational model, like being able to educate. I feel like the next step will also be creating the environment or the platform, which a lot of times, as you say, has already been kind of created. Social media, giving people platforms to be able to, you know, empower their voice, you know, build brands, build businesses. But then also, you know, I want to tap back into like, you know, having those businesses as well. Like, you know, those already running businesses, those local businesses, those neighborhood community businesses, and, you know, things of that nature too, having those platforms as well. What are your thoughts on that? Like, you know, like having that like as being like one of like the pillars, you know, like educating, but then also providing, you know, like building those spaces?
Yeah, I think, as a business, I think you make your business sustainable by thinking about, how do I involve other people into this business? In what ways can I involve people? Large companies do it through like branding, and they're doing it on social media. It's like the big boys, toy, for affiliation, because it helps because it gets brand awareness. People get to see it, et cetera, et cetera. But not everybody's making money off of that, So figuring out ways where, and maybe the value isn't only money. I think we have to change that too. Like, value isn't only money. Money.
Yeah, I think you spoke about that earlier. Like you said, it could be trading service, money,
Yeah, trading services, products, whatever. You get creative. Yeah. Where we find value in. And I think that's creativity. It ain't always only the same, but somebody finding value in it.
For sure. Man, this that's an going back into that first pillar, the education part. I feel like that re-education of value too is also see that the values may not also be just with the dollars. Finding values in different ways. Re-educating about the value. Coming up with a new value system where the dollar might not trump all. Sad to say, I don't want to. I don't want to use the word, Trump. His ass just got up out of there. But just thinking like, just long-term wise and just building wise, what do you think that third pillar would be? Having the education aspect, but then also having that second pillar, like being the space, just having that space where you can be able to create and be able to, build. What do you think that third pillar would be?
Education, infrastructure, and I'm gonna just say love. And that might sound like real soft and, romantic, but I'm gonna say love because, you find that the people that are very successful at what they do, at whatever level they doing it at, are doing it out of love. They're able to do it, at their highest level because of love. So we gotta, we can't forget that one.
So I feel that love. But right now, a lot of people concept on love is everybody got different values and different concepts on love.
Everybody does. Just like everybody has different concepts on what it means to do business.
Facts. That's real.
And business looks different in different industries. There's basic principles in businesses. Your marketing, there's different pillars that go into businesses. Yeah. And the same goes with love. It's highly influenced by whatever industry. Now I'm mixing business and business and pleasure by saying industry. But people love for different reasons, and people are influenced to by different people and different environments on the way that they love and the way that they love people. And I feel as those who are raised in environments where love is not only a self-sacrifice, but but those who are raised in environments where you're not necessarily sacrificing yourself, you're sacrificing parts of yourselves in order to grow your capacity to love somebody.
That's deep.
I think that's even with business. It's like, what aspects of our business can we is it okay to sacrifice, in order to grow this?
Okay. So the third pillar would be love. Man, so we kind of just broke it down, man, in this conversation, man. But as you say, man, we're going to have to have a follow-up conversation on this one, man. But
yeah, most definitely. It's the intro.
Yeah, man, the intro, man. So, we just kind of just broke it down to education, as you said, infrastructure, and love, man. And I feel like that love even go back to where you even think about business, customer support, customer appreciation, employee appreciation, creating that atmosphere. I'm just saying just on the business side.
Yeah.
And then that's when you start thinking about love, because then you start considering those around you. Like, how do I want to create a healthy atmosphere or appreciation for them, show them that they're appreciated, that they're, how do I do that? So you start thinking about ways of how to do that.
Exactly. And that's why all three of them are connected, because once you start figuring out how to do that, now you will create the infrastructure in order for it to happen on its own. Automation is important, but automation in everything. But it's important.
Yeah, that's fact. That's fact. I don't just think that I can just set up something to just sit back. They try to fool y'all with that.
But also education. Like, education is a relationship between a teacher and a student. They both create knowledge. A lot of times we get fucked up where we think only the teacher is just giving us knowledge and we enter in the classroom with nothing to give, when that's not actually true. Because knowledge is forever transferring, it's forever growing, it's forever changing. We all have our own knowledge. We have all the answers, as the late great Kirk Washington Jr. would say. You got all the answers. So once we start realizing that now, we have something to offer as a student, and as a teacher, you can create the space for that student you can create a space for you for yourself to be able to learn, but also be able to teach somebody else. And that's hard. That's hard. Even in love, like, that's hard. Like, you have some people that love they sacrifice themselves because they feel like they or I wouldn't say they sacrifice themselves because they feel like they know more about love, or what it means to be happy, what it means to be trusting, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. People come into relationships, with this predetermined knowledge that they feel like they have to give somebody. Some people enter relationships feeling like they don't have much to give, but they're taking it all in. That's a toxic relationship. Just like a lot of us hate our teachers. It's just toxic. And I'd say it's people education a lot, because education is a passion of mine, apart from because I feel like I'm always learning. And I feel like it is, I'm doing a disservice to those who come after me and those who are, presently here with me, by not sharing that knowledge.
Okay, I feel like that's facts.
But also being humble. Sometimes you share knowledge with somebody and they're like, well, have you thought about it this way? Or, yeah, I see how you see that, but I see it this way. Or they might not say I see how you see it at all. It might just be like, well, no, this is what I know.
Yeah. But also helps create that dialogue, that conversation.
I mean, it's dialogue. I mean, even that's a big part of the reason that I feel like this podcast is important. And I see like what a lot of you do. I mean, ends, is to, having people get their voice heard. And even with the podcast, the people that you interview are people that they also have some knowledge to share. And you as well, you have knowledge to share. I mean, you're an entrepreneur. Been doing it for years now. Even though it might seem like that, we seem like we young, but it's like shit. For
sure. Well, we gonna end it on that note, man. It's been a pleasure having you on the show, man. We're gonna have you back, man. Hopefully soon, man.
What's good?
And it's your boy Bass. Denetrick Powers, man. Shout out to Counter Space Gallery. Shout out to Neo. You feel me? Can you break that down? What the full name was again? The Greek name.
So the company name is Neo.
Oh, Neo. My bad.
Yeah, Neo Partners.
Neo Partners.
So it's Neoo.
Okay.
It derives from Ananeo, which is
Ananeo.
A-N-E or A-N-A-N-E-O-O.
Okay.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all look that up, man. Check out Neo Partners.
.com.
.com. Now also check out Kind of Space Gallery in here future, man. They're gonna have a lot of stuff popping in Minneapolis, man, and all around the whole Twin Cities, man. Just stay tuned. All right, it's your boy Baz, and this is podcast. We out.